Hey guys, Fog here and welcome to another FIFA 21 Rule Breakers player review. And today guys, I'm going to be reviewing the 84 rated Lazzari from Lazio. I think he's actually the cheapest of all of the Rule Breaker cards, but I wanted to test him out actually because he looks pretty decent, and I thought for the price that he was just going for, I thought, why is he like so cheap compared to the Rule Breaker cards? And I thought, because you look at his base stats and he actually doesn't look too bad, to be quite honest. So I thought I'd pick him up. I did buy him for, I believe it was just over 30,000 coins. 5 games played with him, 0 goals scored and 2 assists. He does have 3-star skills as well as 3-star weak foot, and then moving into his in-game stats, he has some insane stats. 99 positioning, 90 finishing, 92 balance, as well as 88 agility. I did have the Catalyst chem stat applied to him. And then if we go into player traits, he only has the one player trait, that being AI for speed dribbler. So, okay, of course, in terms of player traits, yes, he doesn't have much there. Maybe that's very slightly part of the reason why he's a little bit cheaper. And then also, obviously, being a 3-star isn't the greatest. But apart from that, you look at his in-game stats, and he looks like everything you'd really want from a right winger or a right midfielder. I mean, his dribbling stats are quality. Obviously, his reactions and composure are fine for the stage of the game, both at 80. You would want them to be a bit higher if we were maybe a few more months down the line. His passing, again, for a right winger or for a right mid, is fine. 81 short passing, 81 vision. His crossing is fantastic. It's 87. That Catalyst chem stat as well does improve a lot of those passing stats. And then you look at his shooting. His finishing and positioning are amazing. Shot power at 71, though. You're probably, in hindsight, having used him, and I always go on about shot power and how important it is. I missed a trick there. I should have put a chem stat to improve his shot pattern, and I'm confident if I would have done, would be sitting here with maybe a couple goals to his name as well. His pace though is sound at the same time, 87 acceleration and 83 sprint speed, and that Catalyst chem style also improves those bits. 2 goal contributions in the 5 games doesn't look the worst return from a right winger, or but at the same time it's not also the best. The fact that in 5 games you probably want your right winger to be scoring a goal in those 5 games, and he was unlucky not to. He hit the woodwork on like 3 separate occasions. He had a few good chances with the goalkeepers, made good saves, and I'm thinking to myself at the same time though, maybe if I had that shot power better. Obviously his finishing at 90 is obviously great, but then that shot power at 71, it does need to be higher. So I think if you're going to buy this card, you've got to increase that shot power, and I think there's plenty of camps that can do that. The Hunter, I think, would do so. The Deadeye would. I think Hawk would as well. So that, there are various camps that can certainly improve that shot power to a respectable level, and it does need to be improved in my personal opinion. But he was still looking not to score. Goalkeepers just pulling off like insane reflex saves and hitting the woodwork and stuff like that. But I was pleased that he was at least creating a lot more chances than what Ocampos was. He's a better card than Lucas Ocampos, who I did review yesterday, at least in my personal opinion. But his dribbling was absolutely class, like a main standard part of this card. 92 balance, 88 agility, really good dribbling at 85, 84 ball control. He feels good on the ball, easy to be able to move in and out between opposition defenders. He's a menace for them. Only 3-star skill moves, which I'm personally fine with. I know that won't be to everyone's taste, but the 3-star skill moves doesn't bother me too much at all. He is pretty small at the same time, so he does feel extremely agile, going down the right-hand side. And for me personally, that's what I want from a right winger. I want them to be agile. I want them to be able to, cause menace for the defense, be able to weave in and out between them and stuff, and he can certainly do that. And also his positioning is absolutely fantastic. Some of the runs he makes and some of the good areas just down that right-hand side to be able to pick out passes to him was very, very impressive. He always seems to be able to create very good space for himself. He's got 99 positioning, and it was really, really noticeable in game. But yeah, the runs, like some runs he would make down the right hand side, were absolutely fantastic. And all I'd need was like a Socrates or a Lucas Leiva, or De Jong, or even one of the centre backs in Carlos Alberto, just be able to pick up a nice little pass to them. And then he's away down that right-hand side. The amount of times he did that was unbelievable. Was really, really good, really noticeable. So I was a massive fan of his positioning, big time. His passing is good as well. He got me the 2 assists in the 5 games. Again, in my opinion, was unlucky not to get me more than 2 assists as well. His crossing's great. I think both of his assists did come from crosses, which just shows how good his crossing is. He's got 87 crossing, but that Catalyst chem style takes us up to 98. His vision and his short passing aren't too bad either. So on the whole, I think he's a decent card. Is he the best card in the world? Obviously not. I would have liked him to have got like a goal at the same time, but I sadly wasn't able to do that. But I do think he's a better card than Lucas Ocampos, his 85 Rule Breakers card, which is still pretty expensive. Like, it has come down in price over the past few hours. Like, I think it's like 140k now or something, but still really, really expensive. This card actually represents decent value for money. I enjoyed using him, and I think for what he goes for, I mean, he's even starting to go under like 30,000 coins, and we're getting, I think for that price, you're getting a very, very decent right midfielder from the Serie A, in my opinion. But anyway, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed watching this preview, and I'll see you guys later.